Today I am going to teach linear mapping or linear transformation. Linear mapping and linear transformation is nothing but a kind of mapping. Suppose we have two sets, capital V and capital W, where V is known as domain and W is known as codomain. There is a mapping from V to W. If this mapping satisfies one condition, which conditions are given below, then the mapping is called linear mapping or linear transformation. Now, what are the conditions? Suppose V and W are nothing but vector spaces. We consider two elements alpha and beta from capital V and two scalars small a and small b. Now, T maps V to W, which is a mapping, is said to be a linear transformation or linear mapping if T of alpha plus beta equals to T alpha plus T beta and T of A alpha equals to A into T alpha. What is A? A is the scalar quantity. Or these two statements can together be written as T of A alpha plus B beta equals to A into T alpha plus B into T beta. Means whenever we do problems, either we show this or we show this. If we show this, then both the conditions should satisfy. Otherwise, we can apply this method. In the latter problems, I will use the second one. Now, this is my first example. Suppose there is a mapping T maps R3 to R3. Here R3 means the domain set and codomain set both are real sets having three components. Is defined by T of x1, x2, x3 equals to x1, x2, 0. Now see, since the mapping is from R3 to R3, so the left side contains three components and the right side also contains three components. But according to this problem, the output will be x1, x2 and 0. Now we have to show that this mapping is nothing but a linear mapping. To prove it, we consider two elements alpha and beta in such a way that alpha equals to x1, x2, x3, beta equals to y1, y2, y3. We can also consider alpha equals to alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 and beta equals to beta 1, beta 2, beta 3. Whatever you can take. Since alpha beta belongs to R3 and alpha beta should satisfy this definition, so you can write T of alpha equals to x1, x2, 0, because T of alpha is what? T of alpha equals to T of x1, x2, x3 equals to x1, x2, 0. And T of beta equals to y1, y2, 0 according to definition. Also, we have to find A alpha plus B beta. A alpha plus B beta. Now, come here. A alpha plus B beta. A alpha means x1, x2, x3 I just multiplied plus B y1, by2, by3. Now ax1 plus by1, comma ax2 plus by2, comma ax3 plus bx3. So what is T of A alpha plus B beta? T of A alpha plus B beta is this thing, this one. So I applied here. Now this is our x1, this is our x2 and this is our x3, and according to the question, x1 will be x1 only. See, ax1 plus by1, second one will be same, ax2 plus by2, third one will be 0. Now I just split this total thing into two parts. First one is ax1, ax2, 0, second one is by1, by2, 0. Now from the first bracket we can take a as common, remaining one is x1, x2, 0, and the second part we can take b as common, remaining part is y1, y2, comma 0. So a x1, x2, 0. x1, x2, 0 is what? x1, x2, 0 is x1, x2, 0 is T of alpha. T of alpha. So I have written here T of alpha. And y1, y2, 0 is what? y1, y2, 0 is T of beta. T of beta. So we have T of A alpha plus B beta equals to A into T alpha plus B into T beta. So this is the case, right? That is, we have reached this condition T of A alpha plus B beta equals to A into T alpha plus B into T beta, As the condition holds, so we can say that T maps R3 to R3 is nothing but a linear mapping or linear transformation. Now come to the second question, second example. Here T maps R3 to R3 is defined by, since it is also R3 to R3, means here the domain set and codomain set both are set of real numbers having three components. Here it is defined as T of x1, x2, x3 equals to x1 plus 1, x2 plus 1, x3 plus 1. Since in this case, this is our definition. In the previous one, we get x1, x2, x3 is x1, x2, 0. But in this case, we have x1 plus 1, x2 plus 1, x3 plus 1. Means for different problems, we may have different definitions. Now, we have to show or verify that T is a linear mapping or not. Similarly, we consider here alpha equals to x1, x2, x3 and beta equals to y1, y2, y3. So here T of alpha will be what? T of alpha will be x1 plus 1, x2 plus 1, x3 plus 1, and T of beta will be y1 plus 1, y2 plus 1, y3 plus 1. Now, to verify the linear map, to verify that the given mapping is linear or not, I consider the first condition. First condition means what? First condition means this condition, T of alpha plus beta, this condition. So you see, I have calculated here alpha plus beta. Alpha is x1, y1, sorry, alpha is x1, x2, x3 and beta is y1, y2, y3. So alpha plus beta is x1 plus y1, x2 plus y2, x3 plus y3. So this is our alpha plus beta. Now what is T of alpha plus beta? T of alpha plus beta is T of x1 plus y1, T of x2 plus y2 and T of x3 plus y3. Right? Now according to definition, this is now our x1, this is now our x2, this is now our x3, and if we apply T here, this will be x1 plus y1 plus 1. This is the question. And x2 plus y2 plus 1, x3 plus y3 plus 1, right? Now this cannot be written as T of x1, x2, x3 plus T of y1 plus y2, y3, because we cannot write like this. T of we cannot write like this x1, x2, x3 plus y1, y2, y3, right? Because if we split this part, T of x1, x2, x3 will be x1 plus 1, x2 plus 1, x3 plus 1, and this one will be y1 plus 1, y2 plus 1, y3 plus 1. And if we take addition of them, the result will be x1 plus y1 plus 2, x2 plus y2 plus 2, x3 plus y3 plus 2, right? So it cannot be 1, it will be 2. So we cannot write, that is, they are not equal. That is T of alpha plus beta not equals to T alpha plus T beta. So we can say that the first condition is not satisfied and therefore the mapping is not a linear mapping. Now come to example number 3. Here the question is T of xy. Now see, here the domain set is R2 and the codomain set is R3. So this domain set contains 2 components and the codomain set contains 3 components. So here T of xy is x minus y, comma x plus y, comma y. See, the left side has 2 elements, 2 components, and the right side has 3 components. Now we have to verify that, or we have to show that this is a linear mapping. Similar process, alpha equals to x1, y1, beta equals to x2, y2. Belongs to R2. Therefore, T of alpha equals to, according to definition, x1 minus y1, comma x1 plus y1, comma y1, and T of beta equals to x2 minus y2, comma x2 plus y2, comma y2. Now we have to find I alpha plus b beta, same process as we did in question number 1, and now we have to apply T of A alpha plus T beta, but here we have to do this definition, we have to apply this definition. Okay, so now we have to split, just take ax1, then ax2, then ax3, then ay1, means we have to just splitting them and take a common, b common. So the result will be a t alpha plus b t beta. So we have reached the condition T of A alpha plus b beta equals to a into t alpha plus b into t beta. So as the condition is satisfied, so we can say that this is also a linear mapping. Now question number 4. Question number 4 is, see the definition, T of x1, x2, x3 equals to x1 square plus x2 square plus x3 square. We have to consider alpha and beta as x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3, and alpha beta belongs to v3. So do alpha plus beta. So means it is easy. If we show that this is a linear mapping, then we have to follow the second condition, and if we have to show that this is not a linear mapping, then we have to follow the first condition. Okay, but